what a lot of families do is after they move, to America or wherever else they move to, they come here and they build houses, not to exploit the cheap labor, but to actually just like further the legacy. Leave something to the children and have a nice place to stay when they come here. So we just got done building a new house. It's pretty much all ready. That's why we threw the party. But because it's not all the way ready, I'm staying at a nearby hotel. I decided to take my first walk from the hotel to where I live. And I got lost once, but I made it there, of course. It's not that confusing of a route, but everything looks the same to me. So I'm gonna take you on a walk to my place as well. This is currently where I'm staying, and then I'll be showing you a little bit of the street, just kind of like the background energy. This is right outside of the hotel. There's a little shop here. They got TVs to watch football, and they serve food. This is actually where we ate, like at 4 a.m. when we came back from the party. Okay, so I just came out of the hotel, and a few gentlemen, they said they wanted to say hello.
Hello.
Kedafai.
Anubina Mili.
Anubina Mili. So explain, what does that mean?
Big shark in the high sea.
Fish in the high sea.
Big shark.
Big shark.
The high sea.
Okay. Kedafai. Ocha abuto. Ochi abuto. No be friend though.
Yes.
That's what that means.
Yes.
Okay.
Ochi abuto. Love, not sweet.
So.
Mine.
Yeah. Can I call you Millie for short? Millie for short.
Yeah.
And for short?
Or shark.
Or shark.
Or shark.
Azu. Okay. And we call Abuto. Ochabuto.
Yes.
Is he backing up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Okay. A couple of guys who wanted to chat. And obviously, they chatted. They were nice. And what they said was, one guy's name was too long to pronounce, but essentially he said you can call him water or shark. The translation directly meant like a big shark in water. And it was too long for me to remember and also pronounce effectively, so I said, yo, what do we call you for short? And he said Millie, which is water. And then the other guy's name was long too. I don't know the translation for his name either, but you call him Buto. So that's what I'm gonna call that guy. I have no idea who they were, but they wanted to be seen, so I let them be seen, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep walking to my place. I would say it's probably like 1.5 miles to 2 miles. I'm actually not following the proper protocol. I should be wearing a mask because there's so much fucking dust. And I have a performance out here later. So by not wearing a mask, I'm really endangering my lung capacity and all of that. But I just wanted to be able to speak to y'all effectively. I won't disclose what the name of this street is, but this is the main street that I use to basically position myself and say where I'm at. Then soon I will take a left and go for a very long time to reach the crib. Oh, here's something unique is that every Monday for the past few years, they do what they call a sit-in Monday, which is where nobody works, nobody does anything of overt force. Everybody basically stays at home like the name says, sit-in Monday. Today I needed to go buy a SIM card for my phone and for my hotspot, and I can't because it's sit-in Monday. So we gotta go get the hotspot tomorrow. The governor at one point just decided that it was something that was needed, so here I am taking the first left to my crib. So this street that I'm on now is what I have to take all the way to reach the crib eventually. So let me tell you a little bit about what was going on when I went to the house. I got there and there was a room full of people that I had never met before and relatives that I have met before, but it was just like, yo, so many people here, dap up the people that I did know and moved on to the rest. I got ushered into a separate room with like 20 elder men, right? And then the chief guy, there's 20 old dudes and then there's like one main guy. He's like, yo, what you got for me? And I said, I ain't got nothing for y'all. He wasn't even asking like, yo, how was your flight? How was none of that? So he wanted some money. Said, go get some bread and go get a plate. And I'm thinking like he wants me to sit down and eat with them. But that's not even what's happening at all. What I later found out was that he wanted me to go get a plate to put the money in. And then, you know, that's the tradition. You bring a gift, you put it in a plate because he's a titled man. You can't just hand him money. So I did. And then I didn't have enough money at first, you know. He was like, yo, you need to bring an amount that's respectful. And I was like, digging through my pockets, I found extra cash here. And then I put it on the plate, handed it to him. And then he said, all right, let's get this alcohol. I'm gonna pour it in this cup, and he blessed it. And then I drank it, and then my uncle whispered in my ear, and he told me to say these specific words of thanks. And I did, and that tradition was over. But at the time, like, niggas was laughing and like, yo, this cat doesn't even know what's going on. And it kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. And then one of the guys came by and said what they were actually doing is just testing your thick skin to see if you could keep it together. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but that's just what they do. Nigerian Igbo men are just, that's just how they act. Good evening. Thank you, man. I think we're about to pull up on a church. I don't know, maybe they're holding mass. I'm about to go see what's going on. Fanaba ball. Okay, so they're playing some ball. This is at a nearby church. So a little bit this way is the crib, and then they got this church here. They're playing a big game of soccer. So I'm gonna keep walking to the crib though. I would go over there, but it's gonna be too much attention. And I don't really feel like dealing with that at the moment. Ideally, I'd go up there and get some nice footage, but fuck that. It's way too many fucking kids over there. And actually, it's funny. There was some kids who were at the party yesterday, and I'm like, yo, if one of y'all could do a rainbow soccer move, you know, where you kick the ball over your head, I'll give y'all some money. And they're like, yo, I'll go get the ball right now. I'm like, no, we at a party, yo. Come back tomorrow. Come by the crib. You pull that move off first try, I'm gonna give you some money. I don't know if he's gonna be at the crib right now. There was like 6 of the kids that were helping us put all the bottles away. And I was like, yo, which one of y'all niggas is the fastest? You know what I mean? I was finna have them niggas race for like a thou. For a thou wow, so I'm like, yo, one of y'all niggas race for a thou wow. Winner gets that bread. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Not having that mask on did something. I'm telling you, the dust. Like, yo, I could just point at the dust. You see the, I don't know if y'all even see the dust. The dust is crazy, bro. Each house has like a gate like this. You know what I mean? So, and then obviously you see some of them have the barbed wire on top as well. You see how they have the street sign here. It's not really detailed to the point where like you would visibly see what street you're on and all of that. So that's why finding places is a little bit harder, and it takes memorization of the area, just like it does anywhere, but a little bit more so here, of course. About to reach a crossroad, like a fork in the road. And the last time I reached the fork, I took the left when I was supposed to take the right. So this time I won't make the same mistake. I'm about to show y'all some goats. You see the goat right there? That motherfucker don't know he about to be put in some soup. It reminds me of a time when we came to Nigeria when I was little, and I saw my dad slice a fucking goat's neck like on a spit out, you heard? Grabbed that motherfucker like he put him in a full Nelson, took a blade, slit the throat, and we ate that motherfucker. Well, not. We cooked it. We cooked it first. But I'll always remember that moment, man. So you see a little. Oh, good evening. Kirafai. Chike Bukeka. Okay. I told me go see in the America ifa. Or the okay. Or Kangaba. Kangaba. Okay. Okay. So I just asked him. I asked that dude. I was like, "Yo, is it cool if I show my friends your shop?" And he didn't say anything. And then so I asked him, "Do you want me to keep going?" And he said, "Yeah."
Hey, yo, what's up?
What's up, y'all?
I'm cool. He's in Nigeria.
Oh, Kadafai?
Chibike.
Chibike?
Yeah.
Okay, what does that mean?
Like God's power.
God's power.
Yeah.
So me and Chibike, we were hanging out over at the crib yesterday. Where you headed today?
No, I'm going to my guy's house.
Nah, man, Guinea.
I want to just see him.
See him? Okay. You gotta get your eyes, huh?
I'm going to get you.
Okay, okay.
This is my language. I'm an Igbo guy.
Igbo man.
Igbo. Yeah. See you.
He's one of the cats who we was hanging out with at the spot. So we about to pull up on the crib right now. I can already see my uncle here. My uncle's here and his friends. So they right here. What's up? Good evening. What's up? What's up, bro? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, or double rock. What's up? Good evening.